Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Nick.
I'm Vic.
And we're Envy Board Gaming. We are doing our first episode here of the tournament we have, the 30 card game tournament. We just basically chose at random. What do we want to play? We decided we're going to play Monopoly Deal and the Great Heartland Hauling Company. So we have these two matching up. We're going to play these. We're also going to go ahead and score Star Realms and the game. But first we're going to go ahead and go through these. And how do we play? Let's start with this. How do we play this one, Vic? We're just going to give you a brief rundown.
Yeah. So in this game, the Heartland, Great Heartland Hauling Company, it's a bit of a mouthful, your players are going to be acting as truck drivers, picking up cargo from different areas on the map, and the cards are configured out in front of you with different supplies of pigs and corn and cattle and soybeans. And you'll go around using cards to pick them up, and you spend fuel cards first to move, and then afterwards you can do one of three actions. Actually, just one of the three. You can unload an item that you've picked up previously. You can pick up an item, but both of those you have to use the card color that matches, or like the green for a soybean to pick up the green cube. And the last action is... Yeah,
replenish. You can actually just discard your whole hand for $1 and draw back up to 5 when you refuel.
Yeah, and so it's pretty straightforward. There's a money total, so you're going to get money for unloading items, and different spots pay different amounts depending on the demand for that particular agricultural product. And at the end, whoever gets to that amount that's preset, for 2 players it's $50. When you get to that amount, you win. There's one more turn, right? The last person gets to finish it out. But yeah, that's how you play. It's pretty simple. You're just trying to move around and sell things.
Yep, that's it. And this one, Monopoly Deal, pretty straightforward, as you might imagine, from a franchise and Hasbro games. You start out with a certain amount of cards, then every turn you're gonna draw 2 cards. Then you can play up to 3 actions from your hand. Your actions can be to bank some money. It can be to bank different action cards for money. It could be to play an action card against your opponent, or a property in your own tableau. The goal of the game is to get 3 complete sets, as you might be familiar with the game of Monopoly. Have 3 of those complete sets. Dark blue would be, Park Place and Boardwalk, for instance. If you have 3 of those complete sets, you're going to win at the end of your turn. But there's a lot of take that, back and forth, tugging, pushing, pulling, and take that. So you're gonna do that, and then whoever has that 3, the game ends immediately, and that is how you play. Another thing about that is, if you don't have money in the bank, like you can say, why you don't want bank things? Well, you end up owing players money, and if you don't have money in the bank, they can actually steal your properties, and you'll just deplete your opponent's properties if they don't bank money to pay people off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and, because we don't know who picked what, we're gonna first show the game that we thought is superior. What game did we enjoy more? So we're gonna show that. If we disagree, we have some scores here. We're going to see who scored the highest of the ones that we didn't like. That one's going to advance. Okay? You ready?
All right, yeah.
So, let's see. The game that we thought. We'll show at the same time. Ready? The game that we thought was the more fun, better game. But here's what we thought was more fun.
All right.
Okay. We did agree for sure, and I thought we might. Heartland Hauling Company is going to advance. So... that begs the question, what did we score Monopoly Deal? Did
you want to mention about what you liked about this first?
We could, but it's advancing, so we're going to talk about it when things get eliminated. We'll talk about them. Why, what was good about it, what not. So now we're going to score Monopoly Deal. What do you score, Vic?
All right, so my score for Monopoly Deal, 6.6. We hadn't played this in a long while. I'm more okay with take that games now than I was before. So it kind of moved up for me. You can play it so quick. It says right on the box, play in 15 minutes. I like that. I like how it's just a little deck of cards. There's some interesting things that you can do to other people that are unbelievable, like taking a full set.
That was my first thing I was going to say.
Full set of houses, and it's kind of fun. It reminds you of Monopoly in a way, with the set collection and sort of the tricky stuff you can do, where there's a little bit of meat to it, where you're gonna hold maybe a property and then wait for them to switch it out and provide you. That's how I ended up winning, was that Nick gave me a card, and it was just what I needed because I had the other 2 in my hand and he didn't know. So then I was able to drop that set. So I think that for that reason and the simplicity, like, it's pretty easy. It even says in the instructions, like, just play it, you'll get it. That's what it says. And they even have a reference card for it. So, yeah, I mean, I thought that for what it is, the game is pretty good.
All right. My score on that one is actually not harsh either. I thought it was fine. I thought it was a 6-3. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's probably the best version of Monopoly you can play because of how simple and how quick it is. If it wasn't quick, it wouldn't be the best version. I don't think.
No.
But the fact that you can get this game out in 15 minutes easy, it works. It works for that. Vic and I played it twice. Once on camera. Vic won the first one. I won the second one. We were thought about playing best of 3, but we're just thinking, let's play Heartland. Get that out of the way first.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the fact that we played it a few times and twice, that's pretty good. I would say normally we probably wouldn't be playing a little card game like this, and we'd probably just play it and be done with it. But to say that we played it twice and even thought about playing it a third time, that's good.
Yeah.
So it's 6s, and we're in the 6 range. So that's pretty good for Monopoly Deal.
Yeah, and you can play with kids. It's 8 and up, it says on the box, so
yeah,
not too hard.
As long as you don't mind, take that, because kids not going to like having a whole set. A whole set? I mean, that's a card in the game. A whole set.
He said, just read this. He wouldn't even say it out loud. He just put the card down and said, read it.
Because I was like, this shouldn't exist.
And I was refusing, and then all right, I'll look.
There's one that, the ones we had before, the more common ones, were just to take a single property. That's bad enough.
And you couldn't take it from a set. It says, don't, yeah.
And this one's just take the whole thing. Make sure it's complete and take it all. So I just took all of our railroads. But I let her know that she could cancel it. There's a way to cancel it. She tried to cancel it on the bank card, but anyway, we undid that. All right, so now the next 2 matchups, we have played plenty enough to go ahead and score these. So we're going to erase these scores. We're going to erase this game here. Write down the new winner between the matchup is Star Realms, which we have this, Colony. So we have quite a few to mix and match. We don't just have the base game. And we have the game, which is quite similar to the game The Mind, if you're more familiar with that. The game is very similar to The Mind, cooperative just like that. Just a few different rules here. And this is by Pandasaurus Games. Star Realms, is that Wizards of the Coast? Who does that? Yep, White Wizard, that's what it is. White Wizard Games. Okay. Gonna go ahead and write what we think between these two. We played the game more recently, for sure. We've been playing that 2 players and at 4. Star Realms, we just really played it 2. I think it's just a 2-player game. But it's been a little longer since we played that. So Star Realms in the game. You got both?
Yeah.
All right. I will go. All right. That for the game. Not the game, the game. And the score for the lesser of the 2, I am going to go. Got it. All right, a little bit of how you play. Which one do you want to cover, Vic?
Yeah, so in the game, you're trying to count down or up from a number. So there's going to be decks that are descending or ascending, and players can try to contribute, but you don't want to go too far because you can skip people's numbers. So you're kind of trying to work together, but without saying explicitly, like, I have this 67, so you can't really communicate that, but you're trying to subtly get that point across to people that, like, oh, I've got this one in hand, try not to build on here. You can reverse the order of if it's descending or ascending. If you play 10 digits, exactly 10 from the number that's showing. So that's an interesting mechanic for it. And you're just working together to play all of the cards in 2 decks that represent the passage of time in the game.
I like that you can go ahead and, well, I guess we don't have to give a review, but I do like the fact that you can reverse orders, determining when. All right, the other game is Star Realms. It is a pure deck builder. You're going to draw your 5 cards. You're going to acquire new cards with currency. You're going to have cards out there to block you from getting hit. It's the bare bones type of deck builder. Deck building 101, Star Realms. Building a hand to defeat your enemy.
Yeah.
Get them hit points. Bleed them down to 0. You're going to win. Again, you can have defense cards. You can have different guilds that work together. I don't know if they call them guilds.
Space blobs.
different things that work together to do that. So now, the game that we think that we like better, we're going to go ahead and show them.
All right, game that we liked better. Ready to roll.
All right, I put SR for Star Realms. We
Star
agree
Realms,
Star
what
Realms
do you
is
know?
moving forward. So, let's talk about the game.
Yeah.
The game here. Fun. I mean, do I like it more than the Mind? I'm not sure. But I do like it. It's good. I don't love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there. It's a filler game. We just pull it out if we're waiting for something, maybe done cooking. That's what we did last time. We were waiting for something, and we just played that, or maybe it was delivery something. I don't remember, with our friends, and it worked. It works fine. The fact that we played the Mind first, maybe it makes it a little more sour. We've already seen this.
Yeah.
Maybe if it came out before, or we played it before the Mind, maybe that would change it. This was put out what year? Well, go ahead, Vic. I'm gonna look for what year. 'Cause I'm curious what year this came out.
Yeah, I like how quick it is to play, and you can feel really good about yourself when you offload a bunch of cards. And when we did finally win, it's a nice cooperative game if you're looking for that kind of experience. If you're looking for something cooperative where you're not feeling like you're take that or you're competing with people. So it is nice to have an option like that, as Nick mentioned, as a filler game. And I thought it was really easy to explain. Like, it's not really that difficult. You're just trying to put down your cards in order. So nothing too wild, and it doesn't involve much strategy, but you do also have some where you have to kind of anticipate what other people have and what they're going to do, and you're forced to play cards.
Yeah, that's
so
the
that
thing.
the fact that you can't just say, "Oh, I'll pass. Don't worry about me." Can't do that.
Yeah,
so,
and then
cool.
there's a decent amount of strategy. It matters how many cards you're going to play. You're going to play your whole hand. You can do that. You can play your whole hand and then bring it back down and say, "Don't worry, guys, I'm going to bring this back down." You play all your hand and then have it cycle back down. So there's different clever things you can do. I think it definitely has more cleverness than the Mind, I would say. There's different ways you can go about things. It's a good little filler game. It's cheap, so you can't knock it for that. Scores?
So for the game, I gave it a 7.1. For what it is, just all things considered, I like the simplicity of it and how quick you can learn it.
All right, so the game is gone. I'm going to give it a 6.8. 6.8. I mean, it's solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a solid game. If you, like I said, it's pretty cheap. If you need a little filler game, go ahead, get that one. All right, so Star Realms is moving on. Heartland is moving on. The game is out. And Monopoly Deal, not surprisingly, probably to most people, is also out. There we go. We're going to continue on this series. Whenever we get time, we'll just keep knocking them out. Two matchups at a time. We'll try to do that to work our way through all these card games.
And if you're looking for a quick video about card games that you can try out if you already like playing games with cards like poker or different card games, you can check out our games to try if you like card games. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.